What's the most unattractive male name? I have a guy in my class whose name is Blandon. I mean, he is bland in his name. Blend in Blandon. Hubert. Fun story, my whole family went as the Addams family for Halloween, and naturally as the youngest I was relegated to Pubert Addams. Long story short, it took a while for my ego to recover. I met a dude named Jonald. Not a crumb of pussy for that poor bastard. No one in my life but our would know me as anything other than John. That's like that meme where you name your kid Lizard so she goes by Liz, but she knows deep down that it's not short for Elizabeth. Fester. I knew a guy named Festus. Festus for the rest of us. Bort. Come along, Bort. My son is also named Bort. Attention Marge Simpson, we have also arrested your older, balder, fatter son. Wish I didn't open this thread. Saw my name and now I'm sad. I have a nephew named Anthony who always gets mad when I call him Anthony. Almost as mad as I get when I think about how she named him Anthony. Eustace. My favorite opening line of a book, from Voyage of the Dawn Treader, there was a boy called Eustace Clarence Scrubb, and he almost deserved it. Hashtag that's it. Hashtag I'm getting me mallet. When I was a teen, Playboy did a survey of names for attractiveness. Mine came in second to last. Stanley. I read this too fast and was like, they have teen Playboy? Can't find my name, nice. I've told this story before, and it sounds made up, but my dad's boss's name was Harry Dick. He didn't go by Harold, or anything like that. He went by Harry Dick. My dad was a warrant officer. His boss was a major. Major Harry Dick. Major Dick. It's real. And you'd ask, was he a good dude, like did he have a good sense of humor about it? Nope, no one liked him. He was a Major Dick. How many dicks we got on this ship anyway? I went to school with a kid named Shabam. Life could be a dream. If I could take you up in paradise up above. Cletus. The slack-jawed yokel. Some folks will never lose a toe, but then again some folk'll. What is your name? Tony. Duck you, Tony. What's your name? Ezekiel. Duck you, Ezekiel. I guess what I did last night. Don't you bring my mother into this. I build that fire over there. Oh. Dr. Wet Farts. Met a guy named Richard Drizzle, that's unfortunate. There used to be a NASCAR driver named Dick Trickle. Didn't even bother going by Richard. Billiam. Seriously. Parents knew if they called him William PPL would just call him Bill, so. Billiam. What is that logic, lol? I have an ancestor from the 1700s whose name was Skidmore Munsey. I used to tell my son he was lucky to have been born before I learned this information. Imagine having to be called Skidmark at school every day. I'm sorry to anyone who's been personally victimized by these comments. That's a pretty long name. There is an actual doctor that works lives near my city named Dr. Loki Skylizard. He was adopted and his parents let him choose his name at around age 8. I couldn't be more serious about this. Look him up. P.S. Maybe this is the wrong thread for this info, but I think it's bad ducking ass. The urologist who did my vasectomy was Dr. Payne. Nice guy. Soft hands. Was his first name Richard? Dick Payne would be an amazing urologist name. Hand to the sky, my mother had a gynecologist in the 80s and 90s named Harry Beaver. Not Harrison. Not Harold. Dr. Harry C. Beaver. Edit, holy shit. I just googled him and he's still alive. He's still an obgyn. Gaylord is such a stupid name. Gaylord M. Fokker? I have nipples, Greg, can you milk me? According to the lack of dates I've had in my life, Ken. One day you'll find your Barbie. I did, and it was a match forged in hell. She wasn't known for being mentally stable. Next Barbie you meet you open with, "Come on Barbie, let's go party," and if she doesn't respond with yeah, she's not the one. Save yourself time. My real name is Tuna, I might win this one. Okay Jimbo. Jimothy. Jim Bob. Joshua Duggar. Okay but. Spurgeon. No, a Dutch dude named Tits. No joke, edit. Wow, 10k upvotes. Thanks y'all. I knew a Dutch guy called Faco. He had serious reservations about going to any English-speaking countries. My first name is Jacob and my middle is Edward. My friends call me Twilight, haha. Just glad the books came out after high school. Yeah, I had to go all high school with people being like, "I'm not on Team Jacob" or "Go Team Edward," and then the Jake from State Farm commercials came out. It depends on the last name. I knew a kid named Pat Feeney's. I was in Job Corps with a kid named Dennis a Penis. Like, it's bad enough your last name is a penis. But then you go and name your kid Dennis? Not even Dennis. But Dennis. That's just straight up child abuse. My neighbor from Jamaica told us to call him Frank. Somehow his driver's license ends up in my parents' hands, and they find out his real name was Archibald. Apparently he hated it, so he just called himself Frank. Arch or Archie is such a sick name, and he went with Frank? Edit, how did I forget Archer, my favorite show? He would have been a kid when Archie comics were popular, so maybe kids were making fun of the name? Maxi-Billion. Much better than Maximilian Lowell. Well, duck you too. I've always found people named Hunter to be assholes. If you are named Hunter and reading this, I'm sure you are a nice person, but every Hunter I've met has been an asshole. There's a family who lives a few towns over that everyone knows because they named their 3 boys Hunter, Trapper, and Fisher. They are all gargantuan assholes. Edit. Just messaged my sibling who actually knew the kids what their names are, and y'all are gonna get a kick out of this. Here's the message: Hunter, Fisher, Trapper, Tanner, and I think Arrow? Not too sure on that one, but the other 4 definitely Teresa, Tanner too, and possibly Arrow. This is the best day of my life. Damn, missing the prospector and the trader. Butcher, baker, candlestick maker. I work with a younger guy named Ebenezer. Eben on my kneeser till I Scrooge. It's ducking Buford and you all know it. No word of a lie, it somehow hadn't clicked in my brain that there were people called Buford other than that one Phineas and Ferb character. My mom's boyfriend's daughter just had a baby and named him Buck Jr., so yeah. I'm also sorry to Buck Sr. Buck Jr.'s dad's name is Dave. Sir. That's a first name. Sir. Yes, Mr. Sir. Egbert. My friends call me Egbert. That's not very nice of them. Oh no, that's my name. Don't forget the late NASCAR driver Dick Trickle. n.m.wikipedia.org suicidepreventionlifeline.org. Fenton. Good name for a deer-chasing dog though. Jesus Christ, Fenton. Biff, guys with this name like to con you on every job that they do for you. Why don't you make like a tree, and get out of here? Lester. GTA 5 phone starts ringing. My grandpa's name was Penrod. Ducking what?